Welcome back. The next topic that we are going to cover under this series is going to be designing of a questionnaire. Designing a questionnaire basically involves several steps to ensure that it effectively gathers accurate and relevant data. Here, the next we are going to discuss is a step-by-step guide. Step 1. Define your objectives. Clearly state the purpose of your research and determine what information you need to collect to meet your research goals. The next step is identify your target audience. Consider the age, gender, education level and other demographic factors of your target respondents and ensure that the questionnaire is accessible to your target audience. The next step is determine the type of questionnaire. Decide whether it will be structured, unstructured or semi-structured and choose how it is going to be administered, whether in an online mode, paper-based mode, face-to-face or over telephone. The next step is develop questions. Use a mix of question types of MCQs, Likert questions or open-ended questions to gather diverse data and ensure that the questions are clear, concise and unambiguous. Make sure that each question is relevant to your research objectives and avoid any biased or leading questions. The next step is to organize the questionnaire. Arrange the questions in a logical order, starting with easier or less sensitive question to build the flow of the questionnaire. The group related questions into sections with clear headings and also provide clear instructions from each section and question type. The next step is pilot testing. Administer the questionnaire to a small sample first of your target audience and gather their feedback first, as it would help you to find out any issues if it persists, and then you can make the necessary revisions based on that feedback. The next step is to finalize the questionnaire. Double check for any errors or ambiguities. Ensure that the formatting of the questionnaire is done well and is visually appealing, and also include a brief introduction explaining the purpose of this questionnaire and how to complete it. The next step would be administer the questionnaire. Choose an appropriate method for distributing the questionnaire, whether you want to send it or distribute it through emails or online survey platforms, or whether you want to do it in person, and also assure the respondents that their names would not be made public, their identity would be anonymous, their responses would be kept confidential, so that it would encourage them to be honest and accurate with their responses. And the final step is to collect and analyze the data. Gather your responses using your chosen method and then analyze the data to draw the conclusions that meet your research objectives. Let's take an example for framing a questionnaire. The first thing that you need to keep in mind is the introduction of the questionnaire. So briefly explain the purpose and the importance of this questionnaire. The next one would be the demographic questions, like gather the basic demographics information like the name, age, place, etc. The next one would be the main body of the questionnaire. This would include all the questions related to the research objectives of the topic. And the last one would be the conclusion. Any final questions or a thank you note if you want to attach, you can attach it in this section of the questionnaire. And by following these steps, you can design a questionnaire which is effective, reliable and tailored to your research needs. That's all for the video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.